This video is sponsored by LastPass. Now, I've been using LastPass for years, so it's great to be partnering with them again. And for those of you who don't know what LastPass is, it's basically a tool that allows you to store all of your passwords so you don't have to go type them into every website and you don't have to remember all the different kind of passwords that you use. And for those of you worried about hackers, all you have to do is enable multi-factor authentication. And with that, you'll have an extra layer of protection so nobody can just go ahead and break into your account. And that's honestly something I recommend you do with everything that you can. And one of the reasons why I love having a LastPass account is because whenever I get a new device, I don't have to worry about which password goes to what. All I have to do is install LastPass, and with that, I'll be able to get access to everything without having to remember all of the different passwords that I use. And if you happen to have a hard time coming up with secure passwords, LastPass can auto-generate some that are practically impossible to guess. So there's no more using that password 123 password that too many people use. So if you want to learn more about LastPass, definitely check the links down below in the description. But again, huge thanks to LastPass for sponsoring. But now let's get to that favorite tech of the month. It's been a while since we've done this, so we've got a little catching up to do. But for those of you who have never seen one of my favorite tech of the month videos, this is pretty much where I go over tech that I've been personally enjoying, whether it's old or new. But these are what I've been using for the past few months. So the first thing that we're gonna take a look at is this little guy. This is the Surface Go. Now this is brand new. This just came out, but I've had it for a little while now, and I gotta say, guys, I was really impressed by what this thing can do. It is a 10-inch laptop or tablet. I'm still not really sure how to categorize this thing because the keyboard doesn't come with it. It's a separate option, but you gotta have the keyboard. That's what makes the entire experience. But the Surface Go itself has been really impressive because it's got a small form factor, but you still can run full-blown Windows on it. Honestly, it reminds me of those netbooks that people used to use back in the day, but this is like Microsoft's take on it. They took their Surface Pro and made it super small. Now, I've been personally enjoying this because it fits in like all of my backpacks, and I can web browse and type up Word documents without a problem. But if you haven't seen my video about it, I'll have it linked down below. This is definitely something that's worth looking into since it's back to school time. If you're looking for a nice note-taking device or something to type up Word documents, you wanna look into this. The thing is, it's tiny. Look at this, I can palm it with no problem. The thing is dope. Now, something else that I've been using a lot lately is this guy. This is the Peak Design Everyday Backpack. Now, this is geared more towards photographers and videographers. It's a camera backpack. So this thing, what's great about it is that it can hold all of my gear, and I walk around with some pretty big cameras, but you can see the tripod right there. That, I'm bumping into stuff. But that is actually strapped right here into the bottom of it. So I could walk around, do what I need to do without carrying any crazy things in my hands. No crazy camera, no tripod. Although when it's like this, it is pretty wide, so I have to watch out and make sure I don't bump into any walls or people. But aside from that, it has been a godsend. But when you're going for something from the top, you just hit this little latch, bring it down, and you can reveal its contents. So right here, I've got like my Red camera. I've also got the screen to go with it. And you guys can just see, this is a lot of space. This is a 20-liter backpack. And I think there's a smaller option as well in case you're not carrying around anything too big. But this wasn't even taking up the maximum capacity of this bag. You can have it go all the way up to right here. If I can just strap it in, I can't. If you want to use it as a sling, you can easily just do that. Go for something inside here, and it works just like that. Now, I've also got 2 lenses in here. I've also got some batteries for my Red, also a pair of headphones, and you've also got compartments here on the side. So I've got my media card reader, a couple of SSDs, and you guys can see the theme here. Lots of space, lots of compartments, and what's nice about this is that, like, it looks good. This is a good looking backpack. It doesn't protrude like crazy, so it's nice and compact, and it's still very functional. So this bag has been a win. I absolutely and highly recommend it to anybody who has camera gear and has issues with carrying stuff around. And you can also even carry it like this, which is nice. So definitely worth it. I am a big fan. Now, something else I happen to have here on the side are some lenses, but for smartphones. So these right here are interchangeable lenses for smartphones. So with the smartphones that I tend to carry with me, I've always got my iPhone 10 as well as my Pixel 2 XL. The Pixel 2 XL I mainly bring around, I always carry around 2 phones, but this one is for the camera, and combined with the Moment lenses, I can get some really, really nice shots, and this is like a must for me lately. I've had the Moment lenses for a little while, but it was more recently that I actually started trying them out, and man, I've been really, really impressed. Now, I'm not super crazy about the cases. They look okay. They're just like regular cases, but what's special about them is that they've got these little cutouts around the camera, and that's what allows you to just throw on any of the lenses that you want right here. So this one right here is my personal favorite. This is the 18mm lens, so it's like a wider lens. So if your shots have always been too zoomed in and you have to back up to get your shot, throw this guy on and you can position it however you want and get a nice wide shot. Now there are other lenses as well, like a telephoto lens, a macro lens, as well as a fisheye lens, which I don't really care about. But this one right here, this 18mm, if there's one lens you should pick up, I definitely think it's that. This with the Pixel 2, it's an insane combo. I don't even feel like I need to carry around the DSLR anymore, as long as I have these two in my pocket. Now, something else that I've been really enjoying that you guys probably didn't even notice is this little guy right here. This is a Bluetooth adapter from FIIO, or FIIO. Not really sure, but this thing has been awesome. So basically what this is a Bluetooth adapter that gets the Bluetooth signal from your phone sends the audio over to this little guy, and what's special about it is that it has a headphone jack. So with that, you'll be able to actually use headphones with a cable like the one that I've got right here. So I can take this, plug it in, and then I'm instantly getting audio right from my phone. And I'm still getting great sound quality as well as no lag. No lag is a really big deal here because I don't have to worry about watching a video and having the dialogue be out of sync. It all syncs up perfectly, which is really, really impressive. I know some headphones that can't even do that. You can just kind of clip it onto your pants like this, or like you guys saw on top of the backpack strap that I had. And you can even answer calls from it. Now, the only caveat with that is that you can't use the mic that's built into your cable or anything. You'll have to use the mic that's built into this. And that's kind of why I had it on the strap and in close proximity to my face, so that when I speak, the person will be able to hear me. So for those of you who have a favorite pair of wired headphones, you can now make them Bluetooth and still get really great quality. I highly, highly recommend this thing. And the last thing we've got is right here. And that's a screwdriver. But it's not just any old screwdriver. This one actually has a motor. So you can, and it's not a crazy motor or anything. And don't get me wrong, this is probably not the most exciting thing in the world, but it's been like super useful for me when it comes to like tinkering with my PC. Instead of having to all day use one of these. And this isn't as powerful as a drill, so you don't have to worry about destroying your PC or anything like that. But this has you just enough power to just make it less annoying to take out all of those screws that you usually deal with. And let's say your battery happens to die on you, or you just want to do it yourself manually, you can just lock it in place with this little switch right here. And it kind of just locks it. So you can just go ahead and manually do it. Now, this isn't a flashy product, but it's been something that's been helping me out a lot with my tech. So I definitely think that this is something people should look into if you don't like just using a screwdriver. I know it sounds super lazy, but that's what tech is all about. Tech is all about making the simple task even easier. So don't come at me about being lazy. But this is by Black & Decker. I'll have links down below in the description to this, as well as everything else that you guys saw in this video. Favorite Tech of the Month is hopefully gonna be on next month as well, but it is so hard to keep the series up because I feel like I've shown you guys all of my favorite things already, but whenever I come across something new that I enjoy, you guys know where to find it. But till the next video, guys, hopefully you enjoy it. If you did, be the cool guy or girl that gives it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Till then, it's your average consumer. Peace.